No, you just...
No.
What a conundrum that we find ourselves in.
I guess this is where we part ways.
Yep, cat's out of the bag now. I got rejected by 1,000 women. That's a shitload. Yes, guys, even I still get rejected to this day.
No, I'm not gonna give you my number. Because even if I do, I'm not gonna pick up it.
I like the honesty.
Here's the thing, every single one of those rejections taught me something way beyond just getting better with women. This video just isn't about overcoming rejection or getting numbers. It's about teaching you who you truly are underneath all those layers of fear and doubt. So stick around because I'm gonna show you guys how I completely transformed my mindset, stop giving a what other people think, and how that completely transformed my overall life, including my dating life. I'm gonna show you guys at the very end of the video how you guys can properly approach women and break down the things you wanna make sure you're doing so that you minimize your chances of getting rejected. Your fear of getting rejected is not the issue. What if I told you it's actually a mirror that shows us the reflection of the fears we carry inside? God damn, that was deep. Sometimes I even surprise myself. It's not even about fearing rejection like a lot of people think. It's about fearing acceptance. A lot of us fear that we're not good enough as our true selves. A lot of us don't even know who we are anymore. Instead, we're just presenting a version of ourselves that we think is going to be acceptable to other people and to the world around us. From a very young age, we're taught to fit in, to worry about what others think. Please like me. A lot of people are just acting and they forget who they truly are inside at their core. So when that version gets rejected, it stings because we're afraid to expose ourselves for who we truly are. Now, every time you get rejected, you may think, what's wrong with me? What's really wrong is the belief that you need validation from others to feel worthy. Having that self-belief is absolutely crucial. I mean, if you don't believe you're worthy, why should women? Think about it. We weren't just born this way. I was at my friend's wedding the other day and some kid came up to me full force, tackled me in the leg, and then started running over my foot with his little toy car. Do you think he cared if he was validated by others? Not a goddamn chance in the world. These beliefs, we're not just born with them. We're taught them as we grow up, whether that's through our parents, societal conditioning, our associations, the media. At some point in time, we start to build the conditioned self, the version of ourselves that we think is acceptable for society to kind of blend in. Your true self doesn't need validation. Think back to when you were a kid. That's why I love this Rocky quote. It gets me every single time.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow.
Now here's the real kicker. Are you guys ready? Building self-worth and confidence isn't enough. You can have all the confidence in the world, but that doesn't mean you can just start playing the piano like Mozart just because you're confident in yourself without the practice. There are strategies and techniques you can improve. And social confidence in pickup is a skill in itself and needs to be worked on just like anything else. So when you're not being your authentic self, people can sense that. Women can smell this shit from a mile away. It turns them off. I used to approach women like I was auditioning for a part, trying to say the perfect thing or be somebody I wasn't.
So do you like cheese?
What? No.
Now, what did cheese do to you?
I'm late for work.
You don't like cheese?
And every time I did that, I'd get shut down or I'd get ghosted. What rejection ultimately showed me was that I wasn't being authentic. I was putting on a mask and hoping that people liked me. The real game changer wasn't the lines or the techniques. It was the mindset shift that I needed to embrace who I was at my core and continue to be that true, best, authentic version of myself, to constantly be improving and striving for greatness, to be making sure that I'm doing the work, showing up for myself every single day when I tell myself I'm going to. So now that we've talked about the key mindset, let's talk about some actionable strategies that I've learned from getting rejected by 1,000 women and that you can incorporate into your approaches today. So tip number 1, the 2-second rule. When you see her, approach within 2 seconds to avoid any hesitation. Don't think about it, okay? The longer you think about it, the more likely it is that you're gonna talk yourself out of doing it. It's like dipping your toe in a cold lake. You don't just stand there, dip your toe and, oh, maybe I'll go in soon. You know what? That's kind of cool. You just jump in. I've trained myself to approach her as if she's just called me over, as if she's just played with her hair like she's in a shampoo commercial, or held that extended eye contact and batted her eyelashes at me. And I know what you guys are thinking, okay? But I just don't know what to say. Just say, do you know if there's a sequacious marauder around here that surrounds itself by a primordial octane within the general Vistanza? I'm just messing with you guys.
To the Appalachian Mountains in regards to the sanctuary amendment of the irrigatory amendment.
That's so funny.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Because it's completely non-congressive.
Just say I was just wondering why we haven't met yet, or you caught my eye and I had to come up and introduce myself.
I was wondering why we haven't met yet.
I don't know.
Why is that?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Well, I'm Devin.
Nice to meet you.
Keep it simple, okay? Don't overthink this stuff. Don't overthink how you're gonna start the conversation. Tip number 2 is always approach her from the front or the side. Don't come up from behind her, okay? I used to make the mistake of approaching women from behind, and the problem with that is now they're on the defense.
Damn. If I could rearrange the alphabet.
That is not the emotion you want to elicit in women. You don't want to make her feel like she's got to throw on Huggies diapers because she's going to shit herself because of you. You want to make sure that she sees you so that you can be in her field of vision, so that you can communicate that, like, you're not a threat.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi. I like your smile.
Oh, thank you.
I was just walking by and I was observing how much this looks like Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you go to the school here?
Well, not anymore. I just graduated.
You're really selling it right now.
Yeah, everything
Have you
else
seen the
is
hospital?
pretty.
It's so ugly.
It's so ugly. You should take a look. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I like you. You're full of energy. I like that.
Thank you.
Is this how you regularly are, or just because you're done school now?
Oh, I think this is how I regularly am.
Approach with a slight smirk, right? When you see her, make that eye contact and approach from a safe distance. Put your hands up sometimes. This is what I do to communicate that I'm not a threat. Number 3 is speak clearly and confidently. Get her attention first before you even start speaking.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi. There's no taking pictures. Can you hear me?
Pardon?
There's no taking pictures without me in them, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, is that how it works?
That's how it works around here. I don't make the rules, I just follow them.
I was so nervous before when I'd go up and approach girls that I'd speak so loud I'd go back and watch the footage and I'd speak like a freaking auctioneer. 30 over there, we got 30 over there, 40 over there, yeah! Half the time she wouldn't even hear or register what I was saying for the first 5 or 10 seconds because she was off in her own world thinking about whatever she's worried about in her life. Just slow down, breathe, and speak clearly, calmly, right? You're not in a rush. Tip number 4 is keep the conversation light and fun. No need to impress her, just be curious.
Is this the dog from Air Bud?
He looks like it, but no.
Yeah, I thought, what's his name again?
I don't know what is Buddy. I think.
Buddy, yeah.
This is Hank, though.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Buddy, you don't, see he answered, I'm telling you, this is the dog from Air Bud right here.
He's just stinky, though.
Because he's just played a hearty game of basketball.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Olivia.
Devin,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Focus on having a genuine conversation. Is this a girl that you're even gonna vibe with? Don't try to win her over. Also, don't try to close on the open or come in too hot out of the gate like a lot of these guys and dating coaches will tell you to do, okay? The problem with going up and saying, hey, I thought you were absolutely beautiful, could I get your number? Oh my God, you got like the perfect body and you have the perfect teeth. It's too much pressure. You're forcing the girl to make a decision right on the spot. It's like if you were gonna go and buy a car and then the car salesman came up to you and was like, well, I see you're looking at that Lamborghini over there. How would you like to pay? You'd probably say like, hey, well, I don't know anything about the car yet. You're gonna have to tell me more. And that's what women are thinking when you try to close too goddamn early, okay? And remember, it's never as bad as you think it's gonna be, okay? You're not gonna get hauled away in handcuffs. Her boyfriend is not gonna come by and end up beating the shit out of you. You're not gonna get pepper sprayed. Everybody on the street isn't gonna point and laugh at you for going up and talking to a girl. If anything, they're gonna be jealous that you had the balls to do it and they didn't. Sometimes she's not even actually hearing what you're saying because she's got so much going on in her mind and whatever's going on in her own little world there. So you cannot take that shit personally, okay? You don't know what somebody else is going through when you decide to go up and interject yourself into their lives. Remember, every time you don't approach, when you're telling yourself you're going to, you are damaging your confidence little by little. So you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you better do it or face the consequences.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
This quote perfectly sums up what I've learned. It's not just about the success, it's about the resilience. How many times are you willing to get up? The master has failed more times than the student has even tried, okay? Keep punching, keep getting up. You will get rejected, make no mistake about it. Leonardo DiCaprio probably gets rejected as well too. You gotta be the one to open your mouth and create those opportunities for yourself, okay? You could be the most charming, handsome, good-looking guy, but people aren't just gonna kick down your door and come to you, right? These lessons that I learned transformed absolutely every area in my life. My career, my friendships, getting into the film and TV industry. Remember who you were before the world told you who you should be. Oh! This is the root of it all right here. Rejection is simply just feedback. When you start to embrace your true self, you stop to care about getting rejected. And that's when you start winning, both in life and in dating as well too. So if you're tired of seeking validation and you want to break free of this, hit the link in my description below or click the link in the pinned comment and you can hop on one of those calls and we can talk about how we can get you the results you're looking for here.